Good afternoon and welcome, everybody. I'm Suzanne Grimes with Pros, and I'm super excited to talk to you all today about how artificial intelligence can impact airline retailing. So with that, let's get started. So, we all know the airline industry is going through a massive transformation when we talk about retailing. Airlines are typically focused on three core areas. How can I gain efficiency? How can I gain more revenue? That's important. But also, how can I improve the customer buying experience? With this comes the need for, there it is, comes the need for smart solutions and very strategic investments. And if airlines can get it right, guess what? There's a lot of value to be had. Actually, industry experts tell us it's $7 per passenger incremental more value you can gain through modern airline retailing, which actually equates to quite a bit for the industry, anywhere from $40 to $45 billion in additional value. So, how do we unlock that value? That's the key. First, though, before we go through this, I want to pose a question to you all. Why do you think airlines are currently not reaping the benefits of all of this value? They know what to focus on. They have their core focus areas. They know the value to be gained, but they're not actually realizing that value. The reason is because, think about the world we live in today. Everything is digital. Everything must be fast. Everything is always changing. Me as a consumer, what I want today, it's probably different what I want tomorrow. So, what can we do? How can we actually unlock the value knowing this digital economy with all of its demands that we live in? Well, it's AI technology. AI technology gives an airline the capability to respond fast, accurately, as well as to tailor experiences to our customers. It can also help us automate processes. We can use it to guide our analysts and our agents in real time to help them do their jobs better, as well as AI and technology can help us respond instantaneously to all of the demands that are out in the market and the ever-changing world that we are all a part of. So, when I say artificial intelligence, what do you think about? What's the definition that comes to mind? Such that we're all on kind of the same level and we're all thinking the same, I want to give you a definition. And I'm going to give a shout out to my colleague, Dr. Wu, who helped define this at Pros, which makes it just a little bit easier for us to understand. Artificial intelligence, quite simply, is the machine mimicry of human behaviors. Okay, sounds good. But there are two very important characteristics. And if you can remember these two characteristics, you will be able to define AI and you will be able to question if something is AI or not. The first one is you must have the ability to automate decisions. Secondly, AI, I'm not real sure where to click here, AI must have the ability to learn and improve with usage. Without those two things, it's not AI. So Dr. Wu also likes to say, just because you say, I'm using this wonderful neural network, It doesn't mean that it's artificial intelligence. So if I say, hey, I've got this great model, it's a neural network, and it does this, 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 and this, and this, you should ask me, hey, Suzanne, does it automate decisions? Well, maybe. And secondly, you should ask me, does it learn? Is there a feedback loop such that my model improves and gets better and better? So you should always keep these two things in mind when you talk about artificial intelligence. So, we're living in exciting times, I think. The age of AI, I would like to say. But AI advancements are changing like the speed of light. Literally. Think about where we were a year ago, 2 years ago, versus where we are now. Where will we be in the future? So for airlines to embrace AI and AI technology, there are 3 key things they must keep focus on to make sure that they are successful today and into the future. The first is flexibility. So as airlines, we're already talking about flexibility in terms of modularity, in terms of openness from our tech stack. AI is the same thing. Be open to utilize different types of AI models. Have the ability to evolve your AI technology over time as AI advances and as your business advances. Optimization. On optimization, many times when airlines think of revenue optimization, they think about it in silos. I want us to think about revenue optimization in terms of a whole, holistically. Think of your whole business. We'll talk about this in just a moment. And lastly, personalization. When I talk about personalization, I'm talking about tailoring an experience to a customer, giving that customer a delightful experience. Because happy customers return. And why do happy customers return usually to an airline? It's because they trust you. They want to do business with you. They want to travel with you. Did you know there was a study, maybe you believe this or not, I bet you do, it was done a couple years back by EY. EY, through this study, determined that 61% of consumers trust AI-generated deals, offers, pricing. They trust it. That was a few years ago. Wonder what this number is now. You, as consumers, you interact with AI more and more. Are you becoming more and more trustworthy? Possibly. But what's really cool about this is think about those AI touch points can become trust points for, here we go. There it is, for the customer journey. So you all can build trust with your customers thinking through the customer journey and utilizing AI to have that exceptional customer experience. So a customer comes in, they're looking for inspiration. Digital marketing can come into play. Serve up some offers to excite them and get them interested in actually traveling with your airline. Now, a passenger, they're doing their selective research. What are they doing? They're shopping. They're trying to figure out, I want to go here. How am I going to get there? What origin destination? How am I going to get there? What's my itinerary looking like? Well, the airline can attract by giving optimal product and price offers that understands the customer's purchase behaviors and their buying preferences. Next, they're shopping, now they're booking. Lock them in with those in-cart upgrades or some ancillary merchandising offers. Get them hooked. But then, as they're preparing for departure, think about the digital touch points that you can do with a customer. Think about the pre-flight. the check-in, and in-flight, the service options you can provide to them digitally based on what you know about that customer and their preferences. Next, they're relaxing at their destination. Well, engage with them. Have two-way digital communication with them. Ask them how their flight was. Ask them what we can do to make your return trip a little bit better. Look for those upsell opportunities. And lastly, they're back at home. Continue to follow them. Show them the love. Use digital marketing once again with new commercial strategies to try to incentivize them to return and fly again. So this is very high level. Now I want to double click on use cases most of you will be more familiar with when we talk about revenue optimization and offer creation. So when I started the customer journey, I talked about digital marketing. Artificial intelligence can be utilized to design and execute a digital marketing campaign to encourage conversion or encourage customers to fly with you. Excuse me for just a moment. The next piece, which most of you will also recognize, maybe not the way that I worded it, I'm calling it product optimization, because I want us to think to the future. But this really is around revenue management. Artificial intelligence can help us forecast demand or predict demand more accurately. AI can also help us prescribe controls, optimal controls, whether it be bid prices or availability. But extending upon the traditional revenue management capabilities, AI can also help us understand things about purchase patterns, customers' willingness to pay, such that we can do just a little bit more than just look at availability and things of that nature. Moving along, price optimization. Well, you probably think of that as maybe dynamic pricing, or maybe you think about it as continuous pricing. Well, what about using AI to understand at the time someone is shopping, the context that they're understanding, and responding with a price based on their purchase preferences in that context? But not only that, remember the feedback loop. Was that price offer you put out there, was it successful or was it not? The model can learn and next time potentially put out a different price offer. Retail optimization. Okay, we think of this maybe as ancillaries or merchandising, but guess what? Let's broaden that. Let's think about using AI to devise the optimal bundle, a bundle that includes the seat, as well as all the wonderful merchandising and ancillary options that you can give to the customer. Finally, this one's near and dear to my heart, sales and channel optimization. Earlier I said, when you think of revenue optimization, don't think about the silos. Try to think about it holistically. Think about all of the revenue streams. So far I've kind of talked about an individual passenger traveling on the airline, but there are other revenue streams. For example, group offers. AI can help you understand the displacement of those individual customers, which give you higher yield, to be able to accommodate a group traveling. Also, think of corporate sales. That's a huge revenue stream. AI can help you generate an optimal contract which will balance the discounting along with amenities. Who says every corporate account has to have a discount? Maybe some corporate accounts are happy just to get amenities, which are a little bit lower cost to you as an airline. And then finally, what about that air cargo space? Guess what? AI can be utilized to understand the forwarder's willingness to pay, understand all of the features or the attributes of a shipment, which can be quite complex, to deliver a winning price, to make sure that flight goes fully at capacity, but also with maximum revenue generation. So, I'm almost done with the clicking. So, in summary, if airlines can embrace AI technology, they truly can unlock the value. AI-driven revenue optimization and value creation through offer creation can give airlines efficiency gains, happy customers, customer satisfaction, and also revenue growth gains. So with that, thank you for your time, and I hope you'll come by and see us at the Pros booth.